Hey there, future grads and busy professionals. Ever found yourself staring at a slow, laggy laptop while trying to meet a deadline or cram for an exam? Yeah, we've all been there. But what if I told you there's a laptop out there that can handle everything from heavy multitasking to intense study sessions without breaking a sweat? Meet the ASUS Vivobook 14-inch laptop, a powerhouse packed with an Intel Core i5-1334U processor, 40 gigabytes of RAM, and a massive 2 terabytes SSD, all wrapped up in a sleek blue design. And the best part? It comes with a free mouse and a 1-year subscription to Office 365. Sounds too good to be true? Stick around because we're about to break down why this laptop might just be the upgrade you've been waiting for. Let's face it, most laptops in this price range cut corners. You're stuck with weak processors that struggle to keep up with multiple Chrome tabs, let alone demanding software like Adobe Suite or Zoom calls with professors. The RAM is often a measly 8 gigabytes, leaving you staring at the spinning wheel of doom every time you try to switch between apps. And don't even get me started on storage. 128 gigabytes or 256 gigabytes SSDs fill up faster than a dorm fridge in September. The ASUS Vivobook 14 doesn't just address these pain points, it obliterates them. With a 10-core Intel Core i5-1334U processor that outperforms even some i7-1265U chips, 40 gigabytes of RAM for seamless multitasking, and a 2 terabytes SSD that give you room to store every lecture, project, and cat video you'll ever need. This laptop is built for the grind. Whether you're a college student drowning in assignments or a professional juggling work and life, this machine is designed to keep up. Now, let's talk about what you'll actually hold in your hands. The ASUS Vivobook 14 is all about balance. Powerful specs without the bulk. The 14-inch FHD IPS display is a standout feature, with narrow bezels that make the screen feel bigger than it actually is. Colors pop, blacks are deep, and the 1920 by 1080 resolution ensures everything from spreadsheets to Netflix looks crisp. The laptop itself weighs just 3 pounds, making it easy to toss into a backpack and haul to class or the library. The blue finish isn't just eye-catching. It's durable, with a matte texture that resists fingerprints and smudges. The keyboard is backlit, which is a lifesaver for late-night study sessions, and the touchpad is smooth and responsive. No laggy scrolling here. ASUS didn't cut corners on build quality either. The chassis feels sturdy, not flimsy like some budget laptops. And yes, it even comes bundled with a mouse, which is a nice touch for those who prefer a traditional pointer over the touchpad. But specs and looks are only half the story. Let's dive into what really matters, how this laptop performs in the real world. The Intel Core i5-1334U is a beast in disguise. With 10 cores and a base clock speed of 1.3 gigahertz, boosting up to 4 gigahertz. It handles everything from video editing in Premiere Pro to running a dozen Chrome tabs with ease. In our testing, we opened 20 tabs, mix of YouTube, Google Docs, and a few research papers, alongside Spotify and Slack, and the laptop barely broke a sweat. The 40 gigabytes of RAM is overkill for most users, but if you're running virtual machines, compiling code, or editing 4K videos, you'll appreciate the headroom. The 2 terabytes NVMe SSD is lightning fast, booting up Windows 11 in under 10 seconds and loading large files in a flash. And with Wi-Fi 6 on board, you'll get faster, more stable connections whether you're on campus or in a coffee shop. The included 1-year Office 365 subscription is a massive bonus. No more worrying about expired licenses or shelling out extra cash for Word, Excel, or PowerPoint. For students, this alone could save you over $100. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the price. At under $800, the ASUS Vivobook 14 offers insane value, but no laptop is perfect. The display, while great for the price, isn't a 4K OLED panel. So if you're a graphic designer or video editor who needs color accuracy, you might want to look elsewhere. The battery life is solid at around 8 to 9 hours for mixed use. But if you're pushing the laptop hard with heavy tasks, expect it to drain faster. The speakers are decent, but not audiophile level. Fine for lectures and YouTube, but don't expect concert hall quality. And while the keyboard is backlit, the key travel is a bit shallow, so if you're a touch typist who relies on tactile feedback, you might need a few days to adjust. Also, the laptop runs a bit warm under heavy load, though it never got uncomfortably hot in our testing. These are minor quibbles, but they're worth noting if you're coming from a premium machine. So how does the ASUS Vivobook 14 stack up against the competition? Let's compare it to a few popular alternatives. First up, the ASUS Swift 3. Both laptops offer similar specs. Ryzen 7 5700U, 16 GB RAM, 512 GB SSD. But the Vivobook's 40 GB RAM and 2 TB SSD give it a clear edge in storage and multitasking. The Swift 3's display is also IPS, but the Vivobook's narrower bezels make it feel more modern. Next, the Lenovo IdeaPad 5. It's a solid machine with a Ryzen 5 5500U and 16 GB RAM. But again, the Vivobook's superior specs and Office 365 bundle make it the better deal. Even compared to pricier laptops like the Dell XPS 13, the Vivobook holds its own in raw performance, though it lacks the premium build and display of Dell's flagship. The key takeaway? If you're on a budget but need a laptop that can keep up with demanding tasks, the ASUS Vivobook 14 is a no-brainer. So, who exactly should buy this laptop? If you're a college student drowning in assignments, a freelancer juggling multiple clients, or a remote worker who needs a reliable machine for Zoom calls and spreadsheets, the ASUS Vivobook 14 is a fantastic choice. It's powerful enough to handle heavy workloads, portable enough to carry everywhere, and affordable enough to not break the bank. The included Office 365 subscription is the cherry on top, saving you time and money. That said, if you're a creative professional who needs a color-accurate display or a gamer who demands high FPS, you might want to look at higher-end models. But for the vast majority of users, especially students and professionals, the Vivobook 14 is a steal. If you're ready to upgrade your tech game without emptying your wallet, the ASUS Vivobook 14 is waiting for you. Click the link in the description to check out the latest price and grab yours today. Trust me, your future self will thank you when you're breezing through your to-do list while everyone else is still waiting for their laptops to catch up. Don't let slow tech hold you back. Get the Vivobook 14 and start working smarter, not harder.